can I build a SaaS or a software that actually solves a real problem for small business owners or companies and deliver this to them within the next few weeks? Let's find out. Welcome back to my channel, guys. This is MrTrillLife, and like I said, this is going to be some sort of a challenge. Well, not a challenge, but this channel is really dedicated to everything we do as regards building softwares, building SaaS and apps that solve problems for clients, right? That solve problems for business owners. And I'm going to try to scale whatever startup that I start here to 200k per year. Yes, I know. Sounds like crazy figures to you? Well, not so much. But we're going to do this, and we're going to do this very lightly. So, first off, I want to get right into my dashboard. Let's get right into my system, and let's start this build. Let's go. I've got marketing experience over half a decade, almost 8 years. And I believe this is something I can pull off. So what are we going to build today? Let's see. First off, you guys should know there's no pressure at all with this. If the solution we're trying to build doesn't work for the audience after all of our vetting, we just move over to something else. If we find something more interesting to build, we move straight into that, right? So of course, we've done some research inside of ChatGPT already, and what we plan to do is we already spoke to ChatGPT about the strategy, the business strategy AI tool plan. Yes, that's what we're starting out with. We're starting out with an AI tool, right? And when we asked, this is what it told us. I said, yes. I said, I'm not a developer or programmer, right? And he said, yes, I know you're not a developer or programmer. You focus more on digital marketing, content strategy, coaching, and brand building. But if you have to dive into anything tech related, I'm here to help you break down the complex stuff. Good. Then I said, I need you to work with Cursor AI. There's a solution I want to build for my people. I need you to help me with exactly what I need to do step by step. And then ChatGPT replied, what exactly is the solution? What's your end goal with the solution? Why Cursor AI? And then once you tell me that, so this is what I put out. I want an AI tool that can help businesses and organizations establish the following: a better way to package their business solutions, exactly who their laser targeted audience is, both online and offline, a unique way to market their product or service to profitability, the social platforms they need to establish a presence on, the best way to build a cult-like community, the business assets they need, and top rising influencers and collaborators. It's a brilliant stuff. It's a SaaS AI business strategist, a full business strategist that takes your advertiser and your business strategist out of the way, and you can do everything yourself. So this is the phase one. So now let's get straight into it, and let's see what GPT wants us to do exactly. So phase one, your AI app will do this. Phase two, define what it will do. Phase 3, choose a tech stack. Wow, there's a lot of code in here. It said build it in Cursor the AI. Okay. So GPT just told me that when I'm ready, I should just come back and reply. Let's continue the AI project. Okay, so I'm going to come here and I'll type in let's continue the AI project. Okay, yes, and of course it knows everything I want to build. Alright, so let's create the first file inside of Cursor AI. Alright, so now we're going to go over to Cursor AI. Let's go over to Cursor AI. Break the entire project into phases, little by little, so it's not overwhelming. Can we start? So guys, this is what the phase one involves. So I want to explain to you guys the entire, like all of the stages and what this is gonna entail, right? So the phase one says clarify your MVP. That's the first version of the product, the SaaS we're trying to build. And it says you don't need to build everything at once. Let's define the core version that works, gets results, and can grow. So input, the user answers a few smart questions, meaning whoever is using the app, they come in, put the name of their business, what they sell, their offers, and the app generates a personalized business strategy blueprint covering how to package their offers, audience profile and segmentation, marketing strategy to profit, right? Platform priorities, community building roadmap, required business assets, influencer and collaborator match, budget plan, ROI projection. I think this is a smart idea. Like, it makes a lot of sense, because with this, the business owner, the owner of that business, can literally just go into the system, input a few things, and they know exactly what they need to do to get results from their new business. Because most times when people start out a new business, there's always this case of they don't know what they're doing, right? They don't know what they're doing. It's all confusing. It's a bit funny to them. And all, yeah. And this shouldn't be, like, it shouldn't be at all. Every business should know what they're doing. Now let's go into the phase two and what the phase two involves. Guys, ChatGPT is insane. Like, ChatGPT is the Google of now. I must tell you, it's sad that no other AI like company decided to release their first product before ChatGPT. Maybe they would have been king. But from when OpenAI released this and released ChatGPT, made it public to everyone, like, there's no beating it. There's no beating it. There's really no beating it anymore. Now, the main reason why I'm reading out all these faces to you is so when we're building stuff, nothing looks strange to you. Okay? Now, the phase two involves defining what the AI needs to do, like we said. And the first thing here is packaging, prompt-based business model, understanding and offer reframing. Every business needs an offer. And this is one thing I've noticed among small businesses that we work with at the agency. Most of them don't have offers. They just come in to sell and just feel, okay, because I'm a business and I want to sell, I should sell. Now, you must have an offer, right? For the product, or for the service, or whatever it is you're trying to sell, there must be an offer. Yeah. So the next thing is an audience, define the demographics, psychographics, and offline persona. I mean, you know what that is. The word target audience has been abused so much, but the truth of the matter is every business needs to know who their target audience is. If you don't know that, you have no business, right? You have no business. Now, marketing, that's generating sales funnels, ads, email flows, and content plan. Then the platforms, we have AI recommending platforms based on the business type and the audience. Community will suggest stuff like Discord, Facebook group, right? So, but the app is going to show exactly where people should focus, right? Exactly where people should put in their energy to get like new users for their business, new customers, new clients, whatever we want to call it. The app should focus on that. Assets. So the assets would be, of course, it'll be able to generate a website for them. It'll be able to generate a lead magnet for them. It'll be able to generate like a CRM platform for them, a brand kit, and these are pretty easy things that you can do with AI. And that's why AI is doing most of the job on this. Influencers, yes, this is where all of the AI agents and automation will come in, because the AI agents that will be embedded on this app or this SaaS, they would have to be able to scrape the internet and check out for the best influencers based on data available online, and check out for the best influencers that this app, that the people who impute like their businesses and stuff will be able to work with. Yeah, and that's a very big one. Imagine working with the wrong influencer because you didn't know better. But imagine working with that influencer that actually resonates with your brand. It just changes everything, right? Yeah. So yeah, aside that, then the budgets you'd need for this, and then an ROI based on pricing, channels, and the timeline. Okay, so that's what the phase two involves, and let's look at what phase three involves. This is the hard part. Phase 3 is the hard part because I'm not a programmer myself, but I know I can pull this off. I know I can. So then the next part is the phase 3. I strongly believe this is the most important part because this is the part where amongst everything that's going to be happening, I don't have all of the knowledge I need. But here's the thing, I'm able to console myself with the fact that I don't have all of the knowledge I need for this project, but I'm just going to keep going one day at a time. Just like a team that tries to qualify for a tournament and maybe win a trophy. They don't know from the beginning, but every single day they keep going, right? Now phase 3 involves you choose this tech stack, all right? So what do you need? You need the back end, that's logic and AI. So Node.js, that's JavaScript or Python with OpenAI. We'll need the API from OpenAI definitely, or Claude, but I'll be using OpenAPI because I trust them the most. Front end design, the UI UX, so that will be React or Next.js, a very clean interface for the app or the SaaS. We're going to do that. Then AI models, we're going to use OpenAI's GPT. Of course, maybe any model from GPT 4.0 and upwards will be great for this, for reasoning. Data, manual input from user. Of course, we need the users to actually tell us about their business, what their business is about, before we can then provide any form of solution for them. Make sense? Yeah. So then the last one is dev environment. We're going to use Cursor AI, like I already stated earlier, to write all of the code that will be needed, and maybe some help from some GitHub repos and whatever, anyone, Stack Overflow, any platform that I know will be of great help to me. And if I get stuck before giving up, I would most definitely contact some of my developer friends. So if you know you're a software engineer, you're good with Java or Python and all of these languages, be ready. I'm gonna call you. Yeah. Now let's go over to phase 4. In phase 4, that's where the main building would start. I don't know why, but I just feel the need to tell you all how I'm going to do this so you can follow ahead with it if you want to, right? In phase 4, we're going to open up Cursor, and then we're going to follow step by step whatever Cursor tells us to do. That's exactly what we'll do, right? There's not going to be any form of beating around the bush or anything, right? So of course we can see from here it says create a project in Cursor, set up the first page, the business strategy generator, build the back-end logic, format the AI output, save and export the report, right? At every stage of this, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to test every single stage, right? Meaning I'll be using my own details to put in stuff, and I'm going to show you guys how I do this, right? I'm just going to be as transparent as possible all through the entire build. So I don't want it to look like, oh, I was going to manufacture something and you all are lost in the process. No, I want you guys to follow me every single step of the way, and let's see if this business strategy, let's see this generator is really going to work. It is something that people would, enjoy using, right? And then from phase to phase, phase 5 says we expand features. So like there's an MV, it's going to be an MVP, then a call form and a report, AI generated blueprint, and after MVP, that's the launch. That's where there'll be budget planning, influencer API suggestions, AI chat interface, account login and save plans, right? And I already asked GPT to tell me, to give me step by step, okay, what do you want me to do today? So what I'm going to be doing is I'll be coming on here, and whatever it tells me to do in that specific day, that's all I'll do, and that will be that for the video. I believe after this project, there will be subsequent projects we're going to build, and this is going to be a very interesting experience for us all. So don't forget, guys, to hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and stay on the MrTrillLife daily channel, because you're going to be seeing all of the updates on this channel. This is going to be very, very interesting. I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to bet on yourself. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.